I mean, it's really how you interpret things, and if you can pull out the best things from even a fuck up, is where the magic is.
Walking like Shanta.
I walked in.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Now she निकल
He had like there were 200 people, right?
Yeah, I remember.
He had a mic. And I walked in and I sat and I was like, हाँ ठीक है हो गया ना चलो घर चलते हैं. And he was like, can you please fucking walk in as Shanta?
भाई अगर आज आप लोगों ने होमी सर के बाइसेप्स देखे हो, अगर आप वो बाइसेप्स देख के अगर आप डर गए हो तो उससे मत डरो, बिकॉज उससे भी डरावना ट्रायो कॉम्बिनेशन यहाँ पे देखो. राधिका कांट स्टॉप लाफिंग एट माय इंट्रोडक्शन. दिस इज द मैजिक दैट आई ऑलवेज हैव कास्ट ऑन हर. सही है कि नहीं राधिका? आप स्माइल करके मेरा मार्केट में वैल्यू और बढ़ा रहे हो. थैंक यू सो मच. बट द ट्रायो, द पावर हाउस ऑफ टैलेंट दैट दे आर, पावर हाउस. अभी यहाँ पे देख रहे हैं ये ट्राइसेप, वो है बाइसेप और ये इनके ट्राइसेप. दे आर ऑल कमिंग टुगेदर विद सास बहू और फ्लेमिंगो. व्हाट अ फैंटास्टिक कॉम्बिनेशन. सबसे पहले ताली फॉर योरसेल्व्स. आई थिंक यू गाइस डेफिनेटली डू. सर नहीं बजा, हाँ सर भी बजा रहे. अपने बाइसेप का कमाल दिखा के ताली बजा रहे.
पर मैं फ्लामेंको रहा.
You know, tell me something. I want to start with you.
Yes sir.
500 crores. ये जो सुनते हैं हम, at that point of time we feel like कि यार इतने पैसे अगर हमारे पास आ गए तो you know क्या कर सकते हैं उस चीज़ को लेके. You have created an empire of 500 crores from people or out of people in general whom you expect the least. ये जो आपने combination बनाया, कहानी बनाया, it's so difficult to perhaps predict in this current scenario. मतलब आप imagine नहीं करते हो, बेटी है, बहू है वगैरह, एकदम खुश मिजाज तरीके से जो अच्छा फैमिली बना के रहेंगे. But you see something totally different. ये जो खुराफाती combination, when was the first time the idea came in your mind, and how did these three come out to be the beti and the bahus?
How did the idea come out of the story?
जी.
The idea came out long ago. I wrote the story a long time ago. I thought it was quite interesting. I mean, since being Cyrus, I had made a story about a family of complete nutters and how they don't know their own the secrets within the family.
Yeah.
So it just sort of functions on the surface as a family, but it's extremely dysfunctional within. So that has always been something that's been of interest to me. So in this sense, it sort of very organically came about this family, which is extremely dysfunctional, has many skeletons in the closet, but somehow they stay as a unit. If they're threatened from the outside, there's no one who can sort of break them. But within it, they're eating themselves, they're cannibalizing themselves up from within. So all that madness has always been one of the thoughts in my head. What was the other question?
The other question was ये
These
कहाँ
three,
से
now, I mean,
बेटी
just
बहू?
hearing what I just told you, now look at them, the triceps. Which better combo people to put together.
ऐसा आम बनेगा पूरा दुनिया डरेगा. You know that is even heavier than Sunny Kilo's 2.5 किलो, Sunny Sir's 2.5 किलो का हाथ.
I said no. Oh.
नहीं, हाँ बोलिए please. But tell me something. I want to learn from you three as well. I think you are the one who's playing the बेटी and आप दोनों बहू बने हो, right? यहाँ पे. इवेंचुअली जाके बेटी हो या बहू हो, इवेंचुअली अगर हमारे इंडियन सेटअप में हम लोग बात करें तो दे ऑल बिकम अ पार्ट ऑफ द सेम थिंग. इट्स लाइक यू नो आपकी, हम लोग ये डायलॉग बहुत सुनते हैं ना, आपकी बेटी हमारे घर की बहू नहीं बेटी बनेगी. यू नो ये जो सिस्टरहुड होता है, बट इवेंचुअली जाके थोड़ा बहुत सीक्रेट्स आपस में भी लोग रखते हैं वगैरह. डू यू फील कि इंडियन सिस्टम में जितना भी क्लोजनेस रहे यू नो बिटवीन द बेटी एंड द बहू इन रियल लाइफ, कहीं ना कहीं जाके वो थोड़ा बहुत एंग्स्ट रहता है कि नहीं यार, मतलब अल्टीमेटली वी आर फ्रॉम दिस फैमिली, वो थोड़ा बहुत हिचकिचाहट रहता है इन टर्म्स ऑफ शेयरिंग सीक्रेट्स विद मे बी योर भाभी या फिर योर you know sister-in-law that way? Do you feel that?
मेरे घर में बिल्कुल भी नहीं.
हाँ, I want to hear each of your stories.
मेरे घर में बिल्कुल भी नहीं. I don't think my mother treats my bhabhi any different from me.
Yeah.
So not in my house.
Yeah.
Sure.
What
Not
about
in
you?
my house. Yeah. I think she loves her more than me.
Yeah, it's true.
I think my mom doesn't like me much.
Yeah, I also
The
think.
beti and bahus we are talking
When my
about.
bhabhi comes home, that time I'm sidelined.
The other way.
Properly sidelined.
But I'm talking about the equation that you have with your bhabis and your sister-in-laws, because there's obviously a connection with your brother, and at the same time you also have to मतलब कीप सर्टेन इंटरेस्ट इन माइंड एज वेल. यू नो अगर आप बहुत कुछ ज़्यादा ओवर शेयर कर जाते हो, दैट कैन ऑल्सो बी समटाइम्स डेडली सीरियस. ज़्यादा शेयर नहीं करते हो, देन इट काइंड ऑफ क्वेश्चंस योर इक्वेशन विद दैट पर्सन. सो आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट योर बॉन्डिंग विद योर रिस्पेक्टिव भाभीज या सिस्टर.
It's really subjective because it depends how you are as an individual. Like if you ask Shanta, like will she share everything with her sister in-law. वो थोड़ा अलग चीज है. But Radhika is very different. So it's actually subjective. It depends.
And I have a lot of Barbies.
I feel in this case with the family which they are part of in the series is that there's much more to it, which I mean you need to see the show to figure out, but basically about how the Saas actually manipulates and grooms these Barbies for the business, not to be the Bahus for the business and not to be just by default using them as the wives of her sons. So there's much more to it. It's extremely complicated.
When you talk about family dramas, we have seen so many different kind of. What is your personal favorite kind of genre when it comes to family dramas? Do you like these kind of stuff where there's an element of mystery and suspicion attached to it? या फिर वो जो say सूरज बढ़ जाती है type जो family dramas films होते? What are the kind of films and content that you have watched when it comes to family dramas in the past?
The Godfather would be the epic family drama for me. Definitely I prefer this kind of stuff where they're all playing roles, societal roles within the family setup as per how we expect our family setups to be, but there's much more to it, and they're playing the roles as the facade and actually what's the complexity within it and behind it, and their motives and what sort of pushes them to behave in certain ways which are not expected. I like that. I prefer that. I prefer the unpredictability of that in a family drama.
The rawness. अगर मैं आप तीनों से पूछूं, that one question, that you would never want your Saas to ask you, वो क्या होगा? अगर ऐसा कोई सवाल है जो आप कभी नहीं चाहें,
आप बताएं.
Even the future it can be any question that you would not want your Saas to ask you.
I've never thought of this.
But that's the purpose, to get the thinking shoes on.
I thought beautiful.
I know what you think. I don't know. I can't think of anything right now. I'm sorry.
Okay. Anything maybe on a hypothetical note?
मैं तो शादी के बारे में सोच नहीं सकती. सास को बहुत 10 साल मेरे को भूल जाओ.
I want to hear this.
Sir.
I also
Please.
That's Homi's answer.
I've not answered anything and I'm not part of this discussion. Please keep your family values intact.
I can't.
Please. Let's hear. Now we know that it's come from his end.
It's not come from me. I'm just saying that I'm assuming some Saases may be just particularly curious about how their sons are.
No. There's no
in
general or
in general anyway. Where's your mind going? My God.
In general.
Good Lord, as a couple would say. Oh gosh.
अगर मैं आप तीनों को पूछूं, that one unique experience that you have had while working with him, जो आपने शायद cherish किया हो, and I know maybe he's laughing, but then I'm pretty sure there are good enough experiences that you all can share. That one unique experience that you're going to be taking away from this project always, forever.
I think there was a day when we were shooting, we were doing a full family scene. The whole family is, with like 6 of us in that room. And Homi just came and sat there, and he didn't want to see the monitor, and he just watched us up front, how the drama pans out. And that for me was very, very nice, because just somebody who can come and really feel what's going on in the room rather than har waqt monitor. This is also very old school way. Pehle karte the aise.
Correct.
Itne monitors nahi hote the. So I think that for me, just that he's really involved. So I think I would definitely. That's something I really like about him.
Inputs from your end?
Yeah, I remember there was this day where so I was shuffling between Kutte and Saas Bahu. And so I had just landed and I had just one cut on that day, and I was pretty relaxed. I was really tired, but I was pretty relaxed for the scene. कि okay, बस walk करके ही तो आना है. And there were like 200 people there, and I was just waiting, chilling. People were like, oh, you're not tense, you don't have a script. No, I just need to walk, and मेरा तो pack up है उसके बाद. And I remember
walking like Shanta.
I walked in.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Now she's
He had there were 200 people, right?
Yeah, I remember.
He had a mic. And I walked in and I sat and I was like, हाँ ठीक है हो गया ना, चलो घर चलते हैं. And he was like, can you please walk in as Shanta?
I've never used bad language in my life. I can't believe it.
Yeah.
I would. And after that, I was like, I was shaking and I was like, what the hell? On that day, I realized that like even a normal cut, like a walking cut, a sitting cut, even the way you're breathing, even if he's capturing just your breath work, it's not कि हाँ ठीक है हो जाएगा. It is as important as a 4-page scene.
Yeah.
You can't let loose a walk. And on that day I realized I cannot hide anything from this man. I can't. He will see through me. And he does that. He is my anchor here. He is my family here. And the way he pushes me, it's insane. He gets the best out of me. And I can't thank him enough for that.
But you know, ये जो आपने बोला अभी कि you know, even something as small as you know maybe just walking, ये आपने शायद you know groom किया अपने आप को यहाँ पे, but this is something that you're going to take in your future projects as well. So
definitely I can't take. वही मैं बोल रही हूँ ना, मैं एक normal छोटे से walking scene को lightly नहीं ले सकती हूँ, क्योंकि उसमें आप पकड़े जाओगे कि आप कैरेक्टर में हो कि नहीं हो. एंड वो एक डायरेक्टर का काम है कि वो उन्होंने ये नहीं बोला कि अरे चलो थक के आइए कौन सा मुझे लगाना है, मैं मिड लगा लूंगा. कुछ नहीं होता बेबी, यू रिलैक्स.
the flip side of it, right?
हाँ, otherwise if he didn't care about me, if he didn't care about my performance, he could have been like that, right? कि मुझे कौन सा इसका लगाना है, मैं किसी और का लगा लूंगा, फैमिली सीन ही तो. But he made sure that I remember this thing.
The next time Radhika Madan does a perfect walk, you remember that is her skills and also that shouting from Homi sir जो कमर मिलके आके वो result हुआ है. What is your memory, the best memory and your best experience about working with him?
My best memory.
They had some really interesting stories, you know.
No pressure.
No pressure.
No
pressure. But I remember I had this one day which was particularly tough.
Oh, we remember.
And, we all remember that.
It was particularly tough, and anyway, let's not get into that.
Too many details.
But and we wrapped up pretty late. In fact, I think you wrapped up much later than even me. Like,
I still need to catch up on that sleep with the still pending.
And it was really late, and then we had to shoot early morning the next day. He had to shoot early morning the next day. But while I was coming back from the set back to the hotel, because we had a 1-hour drive, I had this, I just constantly kept thinking about what went wrong, what could have been right. It was a very, you know, wrong, right sort of a conversation I was having with myself, and I was like, you know what, fuck it. Sorry, I can say that.
Of course. Digital hai, kuch bhi bol
Okay, I'm
sakte
just going to tell him that I want to come see you.
Yeah.
And it was really late in the night. I was really tired. So I was like, can I please come and just like 5 minutes, 5 minutes. 5 minutes.
They always, this is a standard one, 5 minutes.
I just
means
wanted,
5 hours.
I just wanted to know if what I was thinking, was it like even worth it, or is there something more to it? And he sat me down, and there was no rush of, you know, oh, I have a shoot the next day, or you know, okay, fine, things got whatever messed up or did not get messed up, let's like move on. No, we actually sat down, we had a full-blown chat. Possibilities were discussed for where this character can go after that. You know, you did this, so could we do that? Could we edit it this way? And it was a proper conversation without any rush.
Yeah.
So I think that to me, it really got me. Like I really learned to sort of, you know, just hear someone out and work on it instead of just rushing things, and because after that it helped, like the rest of the shoot was just easy for me because of that one conversation.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Sir को basically early morning जाना था next day, but he still gave you that time. And I think 5 hours.
I genuinely think the most valuable thing you can give anyone in your life is time. It's the only thing that is a fixed quantity. It's limited, and if you care about someone and you care about what the process of what you're doing and all, that's the most valuable thing you can give someone is your time. It's nothing material.
Absolutely.
And if you can do that with an honesty, I think you can harbor an incredible relationship of trust, of where people. It's very important for a director to gain an actor's trust, and not just trust in terms of the craft and to gain that trust as a human being, that there's no way I will compromise you in the story as your character, and I will optimize your craft to whatever you're capable of. And for them to actually believe it's not just words in the air and it's true, I think you need to also put yourself out there and make them realize that, because after that you can create magic. And I think over the 3 months that's what we did. Time is the most important thing you can give anyone.
And that's what
I think that's what we would give each other all.
But sir, सच बात बताइए, jokes apart, I mean this is on a lighter side. 5 minutes
का जो lighter side is the very.
I'm asking you.
What the hell? The most important thing you can give is on a lighter side. Now let me ask you about
20 minutes
that 500 crores.
I am asking you something कि जो 5 मिनट का आपने बोला, eventually जो 5 घंटे चला, the next day you had an early morning shoot, जो सुबह जब आपको नींद complete नहीं हुआ था and you had to go on set.
Solid abuse in my head. Hell, Angira, damn it.
And I was sleeping
She was
very.
sleeping.
I slept like 10. I'm not kidding. I slept like a baby that night.
And he sleeps by 10.
But it was very important for me that she sleeps like a baby that night.
Because that's
So
gonna
that she
translate
gets
on
very self-assured of what
she has to bring to the table.
what she needs to do. And there's, like I said, there's no right or wrong. And sometimes, I mean, it's really how you interpret things. And if you can pull out the best things from even a fuck up, is where the magic is. And you can. I mean, why can't you?
Of course.
You do it in life.
You know, last question आप तीनों से मैं पूछना चाहूँगा. You know, जो equation होता है when you talk about.
Thanks. It's the best thing you can pull out of a fuck up.
He just made it clear that there was something.
I was talking about the incident.
Drown my sorrows in my coffee. I think there's nothing right, nothing wrong. I think I just a fuck up here.
I was talking about the incident.
Next question.
कोई बात नहीं, comebacks are better than setbacks, right? So
There you go.
Absolutely. Comebacks are better than setbacks.
Bicep.
Comebacks are better than
He's all
setbacks.
about bicep, tricep,
Bicep. I'm saying comebacks are better than setbacks. So even if you had some kind of whatever up, the way you came back, that is what matters.
There you go.
Right? You know, bicep and tricep का combination बना के ही वो आम बनता है. So all are together.
Your scars remind you of.
This is what I take back from this.
Wonderful.
For life. Bicep and tricep.
You know, but a question on a genuine note that I want to ask you three. You know, over the years, I think ये जो genuine equation जो अगर मैं average equation बोलूँ हर एक family में एक बहू और एक सास का, that has changed to a tremendous extent. पहले we used to maybe put in criteria like यार हमारी बहू उसको ये आना चाहिए वो आना चाहिए. Now all those things are kept aside. Now I see not only households encouraging women to work if they want to work, they're also opening business firms and all together. You know, एक साथ सास and बहू, they're working together, they're business partners at the end of the day. I think ये जो translation जो हमने देखा in the last maybe 10 or 15 years, incredible when it comes to women empowerment. Where do you see this kind of thing going in the future, maybe in the next few years or so?
ये अच्छी बात है, ये हो रहा है and उम्मीद है कि ये बढ़ता ही रहेगा because it's high time.
Yes.
You know, ये बहुत ज़रूरी है. I think औरतों के बारे में notions हमेशा float करते हैं.
Because eventually it was always like this कि यार उनको ये आना चाहिए. And
नहीं, बहुत generic perspective है ना कि कभी सास और बहू की तो बन ही नहीं सकती. हमारी तो बहुत बनी डिम्पल जी के साथ. तो हमें
डिम्पल जी सास है ही ऐसे उनका कैसे
बड़ा मजा आया.
You want to add something from your end?
I think मुझे लगता है कि हमारी जो मूवीज होती हैं वो रियलिटी से काफ़ी इंस्पायर्ड होती है. तो जो दौर था उस टाइम पर, जो चीज़ें लोग देख रहे होंगे वही वो लिख रहे होंगे. अभी जो दौर चल रहा है, मैं अपने पास नहीं देखती, मैं दिल्ली की हूँ. मेरे को आसपास नहीं दिखता है कि कोई बोल रहा है अब तू ये पहनेगी, अब तू ऐसे घूंघट कर और ये कर और ऐसे चल. इसे कोई नहीं कर रहा है. तो अगर अब हम वैसा बनाएंगे तो प्रॉब्लम है.
Exactly, very valid.
वो प्रॉब्लम. तो अभी हमें बहुत इम्पोर्टेंट है कि ज़माना क्या चल रहा है, आप ज़माने के साथ चलिए.
बदलो अपने आप को. Right.
Yeah, we should make more shows and more films like these.
Yeah.
To sort of somewhere reflect.
Yeah. We should make more stuff like Saas Bahu or Flamingo.
Yes.
Season
we should
2.
have a season 2.
Season 2.
Come on, make season 2.
Season 2, season 3, sir, कितने जितने चाहे सर.
I am not supposed to talk about these things.
होमी कब आ रहा है हमारा शो?
5th of
May?
May
कहाँ पे?
on Disney Plus Hotstar.
Disney Plus Hotstar.
nice.
क्या
Talk
बात
to me,
I
baby.
know. What's the name of a show?
Saas Bahu or Flamingo?
Wait.
Flamingo.
क्यों?
Goes है?
Flamingo. Flamingo.
Flamingo.
हाँ go. लेकिन S लग जाएंगे. S का sequel आता है ना?
Oh.
Sequel का S लग जाएगा. Hopefully. Let's end this on that note. Thank you so much.
Super, thank you.
Thank you.
That's a wrap on the Bollywood Talk Show today on IWMBuzz. This is your host Shubhajit. We'll see you again with another interesting episode very soon. Thank you so much.
Thank you.